you go, we've let that dry. Now let's get in here with a little bit of colour, shall we? A little bit of warmth. I can see this is contrasting what's up there. As we get further down towards us, let's add a bit more burnt sienna. And we'll add a bit of this colour here, like golden colour. And we'll put some little streaks along here. Let's get a bit more streaky pigment here. Okay. Now, while that's drying, I'm going to pop over to this Glenacedron burnt orange. I really love that, and it's great as a little shadow area here. Now it's running down, so I'm going to lay that flat. Don't want it to run down there. No. I want it to pretty much stay where it is. Pretty much stay where it is. Doesn't matter if it does run down, because we're going to turn it on its side in a bit. Okay, so now we'll turn it on its side that way and let gravity do our work. Yeah, got this part here which I'm not too happy with, so I'm going to bring that down there like that. I don't want this like big blob in the middle of my picture, so we'll grab to do, and the neighbours are going to go mad. There you go. Let's let it do its work, let it do it, put its streaks together. We'll come back when it's dried, eh? So we've let that bit dry, and now we're going to concentrate on getting some of these details in here. So, excuse me 1 minute. There, I had to turn the thing off while he had a little coughing fit. Okay, so this part here is the shadowy area. So this part here is now a little bit more in shadow, so let's lift a bit of that blob out there. And we'll increase that colour at the bottom here. And because we've got light coming from there, we can put a few little details over here just to tell that tale. There we are. And I'm going to come down to cover those little white areas there. Now then, these autumnal trees at the back, let's get a bit of warm colour into it, and we'll indicate the direction that this is coming from there. We've got the direction, so if we paint in that direction, that will just tell us that little story. Even if we more or less cover it all, you're going to have these little telltale signs of light coming from that angle. And it'll just subconsciously tell the viewer that the light is coming from that angle. So we've done another little bit there. And the same with this part here. Let's get a few shadowy areas here. Over here. And along there. Let's get a bit of warmth over here. Try and think in terms of warm paint and cool paint if you can, and that will help because these are contrasting colours contrasting tones. And it'll create like a coloured up tonal painting. There we go. We don't need much more than that. It tells a story and that's it. Now then, here's where we put our detail in here. Let's go for I think that is olive green actually. And we're just going to put a couple of directional strokes in here. There we are. Add a bit of water to that. Okay, so this is coming down that way now. Before. There we are. Bubble, bubble, bubble. Bubble, bubble, bubble. There we are, so it's just like collapsing down on you. And it comes down there like that. There we are. So this, and it just folds down like that. Like, oh, it's lovely. It's just, that green is just falling down at a little angle, like that. And you don't cover every bit, otherwise it'd be pointless putting the bit underneath, so you leave little bits unpainted. There we are. Let's change the colour up a bit, shall we? Let's bring a bit of warmth in there. There we are, and over there. And you'd have to walk through all this foliage and bracken to get to the beach, so let's hope it's worth that walk. There we are. So it's given it a bit of shape now. You can shape that in like that, just as you come down to the bottom, bring it down a little bit, and it makes it feel like the trees are folding over, they're falling downwards, which is exactly what I want to show. And we can leave some areas unpainted there. There we are. Let's get a bit of warmth here now. And over there a bit. And what we're doing, we're basically cleaning our palette out as well, aren't we? We're giving our palette a nice cleaning up. Right, now let's go over this way. Just change that angle a little bit. Let's change that angle over there so it's a little bit less pronounced. And bring some of that, bring it into there now. There we go. Right, now underneath here I want to create a strong shadow. So I'm going to mix a little bit of olive green and a little bit of this green acetone orange, burnt orange actually, and we're going to the light's coming from that angle, so you have to make our shadows over this way. There we go. And let's just increase that colour a little bit, that shadow over here. And we'll put a little, just a little blob on the inside of each of these windows. Yeah, that one's got 2 windows in there. And we'll just add that shadow into there a little bit. And the same in there, we'll put a little bit of extra light shadow in there. And let's just break this line up and stake those shadows a little bit more. Right, now what we're going to do is use our big brush just to create some texture. And just change up that area here. Just soften that a minute. And let's go dark at the bottom. Let's go dark at the bottom there. It just gives it a bit of gravitas. I'll let that dry now. Well, no seaside scene would be complete without a couple of seagulls. So just with the tip of the brush, just a couple of I like to put an odd number in. Got 4 there. I'll have 5. Seven there. There we go. Now these areas we can just indicate there's little bits of stuff going on the roof there. That could be a little chimney pot that it's got there. Aerial or whatever. Just add to these shadows a little bit. Okay, I think we can go and call that done. We can take off the edges here. Always looks better when you take the tape off and leave a little bit of white around the edge. You can get the flipping thing off like this. There we go. Right. Okay. Well, I hope you've enjoyed that. Really do. And I hope you've learned something from it as well. Thank you very much indeed for joining me. So in this lesson we've studied a moody sky and some autumn trees with a little bit of a beach scene. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.